Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to DP2-in-1 with Emma. I am Emma, and if you're new here, I would love you to stay for a little while longer. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Every time I upload a video to the tube of views, you will be notified when your phone, your iPad, your tablet, possibly your watch, maybe your TV if you know how to work that one. And if you're returning, this has been in Vilsing, it's been a minute. If you are returning, welcome back. It's so good to see you. I do miss you when you're not here. Well, like I said, it's been a bit of a minute, hasn't it? How are we all doing? I do have news. The wedding went ahead. I am married. We got married on the 14th of July. And everything I said in my weekly roundup didn't quite go to plan, but we still had a very good day. My last weekly roundup, I should say, now that was what, 6 months ago? Oh, it's been a bit of a minute. I think it was the last time I sat and spoke to you all. Sorry, I'm just drinking my little coffee. I've been getting right into the iced lattes. I don't know what it is. So, we're back with a whip and chat. Let's get on with it. No face today because I do not have the face for it today. Before we get into this though, do you like my little cover minder? I made this. Well, when I say I made that, I stuck the magnets on. This was one of the little hearts. It was sealed onto our wedding favour bags. It says Nicholas and Emma, 14th of July 2022. Well, 22. That's the UK date format, so it'll be like July the 14th. But I'm just going to get on with this now. God, I'm flapping my gums already. I'm nervous. I haven't been on for so long. I've missed everyone. Right, come on, sit down. I've literally just put these nails on before I started filming, so I'm finding it awkward and they might even ping off while we do this. So, hey-ho, let's go. Oh my goodness. Right, so the last 6-7 months, however long it's been, I think it's been about 7 months since we started the planning. Right, hang on, I haven't got my drill ready yet. But yeah, it's been stressful to say the least. Let's see, B. Can't even remember where all my drills are laid out. So I look through all my tabs. There we are, not B. Oh, okay. And it's the 310. Heaven's sakes, Emma. Right. This is going back over here. It's annoying me. I'll bring this one back under. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Oh, wow. Right. So, okay. The wedding went ahead. Not everybody who said they were going to be there turned up, including certain family members, including my brother. But, you know, he said he was going to be there and he didn't, but it just goes to show. Right, where are we? I'm just using the little cheapy pens today. Okay. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Emma. No, I don't want that one. Give me that one. There we are. Right, so I ended up getting a car as well. Right, okay. We done our planning. Our date was available at the registry office, so that was fine. All that was sorted out. We got married there. I'm not going to go too in depth with the planning because I don't have that amount of time today. Maybe one day, but not today. I'm just going to give you the little gist of it and you will see photographs, don't worry. And for those of you who remember, now this was I had to actually watch it myself, the last weekly roundup that I did. I did say I was going to try and drop down from the dress size that I was to size 12. This is size UK 12, right? That didn't happen. End up getting another dress. Yeah. It was nice. Oh, don't get me wrong, just drinking my coffee. It was nice. And I liked it and I was comfortable. But it wasn't the dress I wanted to wear. wasn't my original dress, but you know what? As I said before, it's not about the dress. It's not about. Well, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Since I've done a multi-place. Wow. It's not about the dress. It's not about the fancy food. It's about spending that time to celebrate with your loved ones, your close family and friends, and that's what we did. Most of my nieces and nephews were there. I was so pleased to meet their babies finally. And I got some good friends that were there. My cousin was there. I really wanted my little cousin to be there. We have been super close since childhood, so it was important he was there. But yeah, okay, so married in a registry office, and we had a buffet. It wasn't like a function suite, but we had a buffet reception in a restaurant slash tea room slash gin place called Gin 71. So we were downstairs and it was great. We had a Spotify playlist. Spotify. It's because I've got a fly in here and I can't get rid of the bloody thing. I can't spray in here. We had a Spotify playlist that we set up, so everything was great. We saved money on that. Just gave them my phone, they plugged it into the speaker. Fantastic. Just shoved it in a shovel, it was fine. Sorry, I really like this cold coffee. But I was so nervous. So nervous. Even on the weeks before, I was super nervous. I felt scared. Sorry, I think I need to reload my pen. I did get a car. I stayed in okay, so I stayed in the Jury's Inn hotel, as did my bridesmaids and my son. We stayed in there the night before because I didn't want to leave here in my wedding dress. But I may have told you about my downstairs neighbour before. I didn't want him catching me in the clothes and knowing that the house was going to be empty for a full day. So we kept the plans quiet from all the neighbours in case he got wind of it. I didn't want to come back to a wrecked house and dead cats. Yes, that is the sort of thing he would have done. So that was kept quiet. I think you still don't know everything all. I didn't want to leave the house in my wedding dress, so we decided to stay at the Jury's Hotel in Glasgow City Centre. Nick stayed at Siobhan's flat because Siobhan's fiance Callum was his best man, so it just made sense for them to stay there. But it was fine. Do you know what I mean? Even Kaylee behaved that day. But yeah, we went, right, so we checked in the hotel, managed to get an early check-in, which was great. So got our suitcases and the dresses into the room. Then we went to the venue, the reception venue, to set up decorations. It wasn't a lot. We didn't need a lot. Nick brought in some empty wine bottles from his work at the hotel he works in, and I painted table numbers on them. But we didn't actually do a table plan, as it were, because we didn't see the point of doing a seating chart for a buffet reception. It was just pointless. But we did put names down for people to sit, so they knew where they were sitting. And my youngest niece Sarah was really happy to see her name on the table. And I found that out after the wedding when her foster mum called. Well, she didn't call, she messaged me. And said Sarah was so happy, she had a great time, she loved the present that you gave her. She was so happy to see her name on the table. And that made me feel really good. I haven't seen Sarah since she was a tot. So to see her on my wedding day, to see her on my wedding day was the icing on the cake. What else? Like I said, my brother didn't actually turn up, so that was a huge disappointment. He didn't message me, didn't say he couldn't come. He said he was coming, but then that was the last I heard. I haven't heard from him. I haven't contacted him either, but I haven't heard from him. What would he say? Why didn't you come? I'm not that kind of person. But so we had the photographers, right? The photographer was actually someone Nick used to work with in a previous job. And he done an amazing job, and he's got a photographer friend as well. So the friend, right, Nick's friend, came to the hotel on the morning of the wedding to take the getting ready shots. All the stuff that I couldn't get before, I got. I got getting ready shots. I got someone to help me get ready. My best friend, who was my maid of honour. She is an amazing hairstylist. She's not a hairdresser, but she's an amazing hairstylist. She is a makeup artist. She's also a lash and brow technician. And she done a fantastic job with me and Siobhan. And obviously herself, because she's used to obviously doing herself. I did help her a little bit with her hair because she couldn't really reach the back. I need to start putting my phone on silent. Oh, for heaven's sake, shut up, stupid phone. When it came to Kaylee, I done Kaylee's hair, and because it's not so much for age, but because of her disability, I know she wouldn't sit to get a full face of makeup done. But she actually sat and let me do her hair. She got a little bit of lipstick on. She was great. She looked so beautiful. And she couldn't wait to put her dress on. She wanted to get dressed as soon as she was washed. So she was kicking about in the hotel room in her dress, quite happy. So then my aunt arrived, and it was just laugh after laugh. My aunt's crazy. Excuse me. I really should start planning out these whipping chats. I knew what I was going to talk about today. I just need to find my words. Blah blah blah. Where am I? Right. I can go into the single point now. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, we had a photographer at the hotel while we were getting ready. Goes, I'm going to show you a shot right here of Kaylee. My favourite shot of Kaylee. When we were getting ready. Looking absolutely beautiful, and the shot itself is just stunning. And Siobhan, she was just gorgeous that day. Everybody was beautiful. So that was fine. All that was done. Came to the time. I fed everybody. I mean, I got them all a McDonald's burger or something. I didn't get one for myself, so I couldn't face it. I couldn't face any food. But then it came to the time for us to leave. And myself and Nathan, yes, we did get a car because I didn't want to walk in the city centre in my wedding dress. When it came to myself and Nathan being in the car and heading to the registry office, I think he kind of sensed from me how nervous and scared I was, and in my head, all I could think, I'm not going to lie, and I think I did tell him like this, all I could think of was runaway bride, because I just wanted to get out of the car and run. I was that paranoid, I was that scared, and I don't know why. I think they were just nerves, really. But Nathan turned around and says to me, he touched my arm and went, "You're okay, Mum. It's alright. You're fine." That boy kept me grounded. He kept me grounded. Nathan was the one that walked me down the aisle. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go. That's my daughter. I'll be back. So sorry, folks. That was my eldest asking what we got Kaylee for her birthday. See if we did get her a Nintendo Switch or not, which we did. But my phone's now on Do Not Disturb. I did actually do a few bits here while I was on the phone. I do apologise, but yep, all good. She's so now phoning Nick because he's to be into town to get Kaylee another game for the Switch. So she's phoning Nick to see what one he's getting, so she knows what not to get, basically. Now, where was I? What was I talking about? I was talking about the wedding. Was I still in the car? Yeah, I think so. So Nathan, he kept me grounded. He done a great job. He was fantastic. I know he was a bit nervous. He wasn't very comfortable wearing his kilt. Oh, the boy looks so handsome though. But you know, he was great. We went to this office and we were in a wee side room waiting to go down. So some more photographs taken there. There's some nice shots in there of me and Kaylee as well, so that was all good. But as I walked down the aisle and I got closer to Nick, I could see his face was a bit red, right? It's a bit, and I thought that's nerves. He's nervous, or he looks emotional. But he said it's because he left Callum's paperwork at the venue when he was dropping off his change of clothes. And you thought he'd totally, effed up the whole day, but it was fine because Callum, I think his nail's going to come off, because Callum just went back and got it. It was fine, but I actually think it was an emotion. He looked emotional. In my eyes, he looked emotional. We did write vows, but the registrar forgot that we wrote vows and we didn't get to read them out. But that's okay. What we did was at the end of the night, back in the hotel room, we sat and read them out to each other. So we still got to read our vows, not to everybody that was watching, but in private. And that felt a lot more intimate and personal. And I liked that. So, yeah. We went to the venue, went to the reception, so I'm just scratching my bonds. Still got hairspray in it from yesterday. And I was quite taken aback of how many people weren't there. Like, a lot of people didn't turn up. So I was a bit disappointed, but you know what? It gave me a lot more time to talk to other people. Because I know everybody could stay the full night. So I got more chance to speak to the ones that couldn't stay on, including my nieces and nephews, which I was happy about. I got to play with my great nephew Leo, which is my youngest nephew's eldest boy, and he's a handful. He's a handful. God love him. Bless his wee heart. Right, I need to fill this up. Still use my macaron. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Throughout the entire time of planning this wedding, I've done no diamond painting whatsoever. Because I didn't want to do this unless I was filming it. This was for Reach Out 2022, if you remember. This is the budget. Now remember, this was for Reach Out 2022, which I did not fulfill. And a part of me is actually feeling really bad about that. But that part of me says, well, it's okay, you were busy planning your wedding. It's understandable why it wasn't fulfilled. I was more focusing on the happier side of things, if I'm being honest. I'll wax off. But that's alright. I don't think people will judge me on that one. Hope not. I'm just going to finish this coffee. Oh, bin. There we go. So yeah, the wedding went fine. What is this? The wedding went good. Spoke to people, saw friends I haven't seen for a long time. So my niece and nephews, which I haven't seen since, my mum's funeral. So it's good to see them on a happier note. But they live so far away, and we all work. So it can be quite difficult to actually arrange something to go and see them. There's not much else to say, really. We didn't have our proper first dance. It was like at the end of the night, which was a few of us left. I was dancing to Lady Antebellum's Need You Now with one of my friends and Nick, and we ended up having our first dance that way. I might show that. I might not, because I'm a bit of a mess on my feet, because I didn't wear an underskirt or a hoop under my dress. In hindsight, that would probably be the better idea, and I kept tripping up on my dress. So, hey ho, it happens. So the next day we went back and took everything out of the venue and put it back into, well, I say put it back in the storage unit. We hired a storage unit because my flat is so small, and the wedding items were taking up a lot of space. It was like a week later, I decided, well, I'm just going to get this stuff out and start selling it. And I think I've only just got just little tea light holders to sell. Everything else is away. But yeah, we had a wonderful day. We had a wonderful night. Trying to get my friend home, who was drunk and couldn't remember where she lived. So didn't get back into the hotel room till after 2 o'clock in the morning. So it takes me back. Try to get my friends home before I get myself home. That takes me back. But yeah, it was a great time. The venue was amazing. The food was delicious and prepared to our specifications, because there are dietary issues. Like Nick's mum is not only lactose intolerant, but she's also a celiac sufferer, so you can't have anything with gluten. And there's Nick, who is lactose intolerant. So things were modified and made, and everything was good. Everything was fine. Let's see, I think I've knocked a couple up here. Let's see. Now, I do have other things to talk about, not just the wedding. Your gal here, has entered the world of cricket. C-R-I-C-U-T, cricket. Or cricket, however you like to pronounce it. I used to think it was pronounced cricket. Now I'm calling it cricket. So I have been making lots of the things. Some of the things for the wedding I actually made myself using the cricket. So yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. I'm kind of addicted to it now. I've been making t-shirts, vinyl decals, like your labels and stuff for bottles in the kitchen, jars, stuff like that. I used the cricket to make a photo. Well, not a photo. A box frame, and it's got pictures of me and Nick inside the word love with his buttonhole and a piece of my bouquet which I pressed. Nick's buttonhole was artificial. All the buttonholes were artificial. The bridesmaids' bouquets were artificial, but my bouquet was real. But I did buy an artificial bouquet for the bouquet toss, because I knew I wanted to keep some of my bouquet for memories. So I actually pressed one element of each part of the bouquet, and that's now in. I'm losing the will to live here, Emma. Come on, are you finished with this colour? Right, okay. What was I saying? Yeah. So I pressed parts of my bouquet so I can put it into the little memory frame, as it were. Okay, what's next? H. Give me a second, guys, to find this colour. As like I said, it's been a while since I used this one. Alright, yeah. In here. Yeah, right here. 3371. Actually, I also made I bought a box and decorated it as a memory box, so things from the wedding are also in there. Things like, as silly as it sounds, the planner that I used. Some of the little silver hearts that are in there, as well as an empty favour packet with our names on it. I can't remember. I think we've got one of the tea light holders in there. I'm not sure now. But yeah, so I made a wee memory box. printed at the front printed the lid decoration using the Cricut. I'm enjoying it that much. Here we go. I'm enjoying using the Cricut that much. I've opened an Etsy store. Opened it, I want to say 2 months ago, but it might be 3. So I sell things like key rings, bridal hangers, because I made my own. Well, I decorated my own. Decorated Siobhan's as well, because her wedding is October next year. What else have I got in there? All know wedding dresses and bridesmaids dresses do not have pockets where we're going to store our phones. Not walking down with a handbag. So I've got little pouches, and I've put things like the bridesmaid ones. I've got their names, but mine just said bride on it, and that's where we stored our phones that were hanging off our wrist, and they look nice. So it was all, yeah. So they're up there as well. Like I said, I do keychains. I actually make a lot of keychains. I'll put some pictures right here of all the keychains that I made. Like I say, my bouquet was real. I'll show you a picture of that as well. I'm actually going to bombard this video with some pictures near the end. So if you want to hang back and see some wedding photos, please feel free. I'll put it up at the end. Let's see what else. So yeah, my Cricut. I'm absolutely in love with my Cricut. I've got a Cricut Joy and a Cricut Maker 3. I've got Mini Press, the newer Mini Press, and I've got the Easy Press 3, I want to say 12 by 10. And I've gone into the world of sublimation. So I've got another printer and converted that for sublimation. I've got the Eco Tank 2856. And the ink that came with that, I gave away on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, so I could save someone a bit of money on the ink, the inkjet ink that they would use. So I was happy. I was happy with that. Someone's getting used to that. If you don't know what sublimation is, okay. So sublimation is a sublimation ink. Turns from a liquid into, I would say, a gas, and imprints itself onto your fabric. Think of it like screen printing without using the screen in the paint and ink. You're using a printer onto sublimation paper and pressing that onto your garment. That's sublimation. Right here, I'm going to show you my first sublimated t-shirt that I made. And I love it. I love it. And it just, the scene on that, I'm a woman, hear my eyes roll, that resonates. I roll my eyes like 50,000 times in a day. So yeah, I wear that one a lot. And I do t-shirts with heat transfer vinyl. I've made t-shirts for Nathan's birthday. I'm going to do one for Kaylee's birthday. I made 2 for Nick for Father's Day. I'm going to show you them all, you know that. So many things that you can do. I made paper roses for the wedding, for the table decorations. So they were fun. They took a bit of time, mind you, but they were fun. I'm just waffling now, aren't I? But yeah, obviously you will see pictures of everything that I made that I'm proud of. I have made a lot of mistakes. Who doesn't? It's still a learning process when I started all that. Let's see, any more H. Not that I can see, but there probably will be one. Okay. I'm going to put my bottle. Also, yes, koozies. I do can koozies as well. It's the one I had my coffee in. Hang on, I'll show you once I get this bottle away. I'm going to just put that here so I'm not sticky. Mom juice. That's what I put my iced coffees in. And if you don't know what a koozie is, I was only a couple of months ago I found out what koozies are, because they're not a thing over here, as it were. Koozie keeps your drink cold and your hands dry. So you brought, let's say, a cold can, or let's say your beer or your soda or a carton of iced coffee out of the fridge, you know, you get like condensation and your hands will get wet, and I don't like that. I only want to wet my hands if I'm washing them. What that does, it keeps your hands dry because it soaks all that moisture up. It also keeps your drink cold. Perfect for the summer. And we've had a summer. So yeah, do koozies. I'll show you all this anyway. Do koozies. Koozies, keyring, pouches. What else have I got up there? Someone asked me to do stickers for her wedding favours, so I've done them. It was an outside customer, like it wasn't on Etsy. Outside customer, she contacted me on Facebook, so I was pleased with that, and she was happy when she got them. She got them like 2 days or something after I made them, because I will send second class. I will keep costs down that way for both myself and my customers. Unless they're in a rush to get them, which she wasn't, you'll get them second class. But I make the keychains I'm really falling in love with right now are the photograph ones. I've done a few photo keychains. I think there might be a couple I haven't taken a picture of. One of them has a Spotify code on it, and that's like a wee personal one that I made. I'm also using that as a model for my Etsy shop. It's of my next first dance. So it's like a wee memento. On the other side of it's got lyrics of the song. So I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving my Cricut machines. Make cards for the kids. Hang on, don't come back. So yeah, I've been a little busy bee before, during and after the wedding with a lot of things. Let's see. Come on, get in. There we go. Oh, hang on. My nail's coming off. Oh no. Right, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to glue this one back on. Right, it's back on. Let's see what happens. Okay. Whatever. I can't even remember what I was talking about. Cricut. Yeah, my Etsy store. So yeah, I'm going to put a link in the description for my Etsy store if you want to have a little peruse. I am looking into making cover minders. Still working that one out. I know it can be easy, but I am looking into it. Once they're up, you will know. Once I do get them and they're up, you will all know. Don't worry. Things like the wax, I don't think I could do stuff like that. I'm rubbish at stuff like that. You can make candles, that's about as far as it will go when it comes to wax things. Apart from waxing the hair off your skin. But you know, that's my job. I wax people, that's my job. Let's see. What else has been happening? Yeah, so got married, got Cricuts, and I've opened up a shop with the things that I'm proud enough and confident enough to sell. Nick. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Nick. Hiya, Nick. How you doing, hubbykins? Nick hates working in Burnside now. He hates it with a passion. And to be honest, it's killing. I feel it's killing him. It is. He's now looking for another full-time day job, which will be better for all of us, because I don't see the man as it is. I don't see him. If he's not at work, he's asleep. I'm lucky if I get a couple of hours. I'm lucky if I get half an hour before he has to go on to his next job. I don't mind him working. In fact, I actually quite like him working in the centre where I'm based. But it's very, very rare that we work at the same time. So it's not like we're under each other's feet. It's only like the odd Saturday we both find at the same time. So that's not a huge problem. And he's more local, you can just walk home. That I like. But it's his night shifts. Because if he's not working, he's sleeping. So I don't get to see him. And he doesn't get to see us as much. Somebody came in late. In fact, somebody didn't even turn up yesterday. Okay, at the time of recording this, our schools went back yesterday. So at the time of recording this, Nick has never really missed Kaylee's first day of school. He missed it last year because he was at his mum's helping out, so he couldn't come through, obviously. But he didn't want to miss it this year, and because someone decided they weren't coming in, he missed it. He missed Kaylee getting on a bus by seconds. It's not his fault. It's his job. It's the job's fault. It's killing him, and we barely see each other. And as newlyweds, you think you can get rid of each other, but no, we barely see each other. But you know, okay, Sarah, and all that. I really can't think of anything else. I had so much to talk about. And now that I'm here, I've got a complete brain freeze, as it were. Try to be polite about it. Oh, excuse me, stretch my back. My back's been sore as well. So, yeah. Oh, yesterday I did a thing. I'm going to show you what I've done. Right here. Oh, that's a clue to what I've done right here. And the result, I got the job. I cut my hair off. Well, I didn't do it. The hairdresser I worked beside did it for me. I've been holding off getting something done until after the wedding. And now that that's over and done with, something had to be done because my hair was just becoming a rat's nest. It really was. I hated it. I hated my hair. It's so fine as well because I'm not getting any younger, so my hair's got a lot finer. So I'm giving my hair a new lease of life with this little cut. Like a little graduated layered bob. I love it. Right now it looks horrendous because I've been to bed. So that got done yesterday as well. I just need to straighten out again and I'll be fine. Right. Right, okay, so let's have a little round up what we spoke about. We spoke about the wedding and how my brother didn't actually turn up. A few other people didn't turn up, but I was more hurt that my brother didn't turn up and didn't message me. But other than that, we had the most perfect day, and Kaylee was on her bestest behaviour, which is unlike her. But she done great, and she's barely even touched her phone since the wedding, so she's been fantastic. Her birthday is on Tuesday. When will you see this? You'll see this Saturday. Right, you'll see this Saturday. Her birthday is on Tuesday. She will be 16. So we decided, because she stole my Nintendo Switch, we didn't steal it, she borrowed it. We decided to get her one, which we did. So she doesn't know, so she'll get that on Tuesday when she comes home from school. Spoke about crickets. I didn't go into too much in depth with crickets because I feel like that should be a separate video, which I will do next week, I think. Yeah, I think I'll do that one next week. And we spoke about Nick looking for a new job so he can leave the hotel. Oh, for heaven's sakes. And my hair, which I hated, and now I've kind of got a new lease of life with it. I actually walking about, my head held high yesterday. I felt so confident. I was a power woman yesterday. Like walking about, all smug. But yeah, so what I want to say now, right, I want to say a special shout out to Diana Loves Colours for checking in on me and making sure that I was okay because my YouTubes have been so quiet. Diana, I love you, know me. Thank you so much for checking in on me. And I did tell you I would be back. I told you I'd be back. I wasn't away forever, just took a bit longer than I hoped, that's all. But I'm back, baby. So yeah, I'm actually going to leave it there. I'm going to continue this, but I'm going to leave it there because I feel as though I've patted on long enough. I'm actually taking my time with this because it's been so long since I've done something properly. So keep your eyes open on Monday. I've got part 13 of the time-lapse lion going up because I've started doing that again. Because like I said before, it's been forever since I've done any videos. And I'm so glad to be back. I'm happy to be back. I've missed everybody. I've missed the tubes. I've barely watched anybody. And I'm happy. Oh, no, don't miss one. And I'm happy in my new life. I've got a new lease of life. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave you with a bombardment of wedding photos. And I will see you all again next time. Check your eyes.